welcome back. I haven't been in front of the camera for ages. So yeah, hopefully you saw part 1 of the Wales trip with the boys from back home. Didn't really get any cool pickups, to be honest, from those shops. Just a few little Lego minifigures, not really worth showing. All the good stuff is in part 2. So we'll start off warm with a trip to a CEX. So the whole trip we were kind of on the hunt for a copy of Paper Mario for the GameCube. Because there's a stupid little, in-joke, I guess, let's say it. So we hit up quite a few CEXs just in case, didn't bother to see if any of them had it in beforehand, but just to see what you get. And the CEX we went to was pretty cool, to be fair, so check it out.
Forever. Scooby-Doo, Resident Evil 2 on the N64. Have you got that? Batman Forever.
Batman Forever, yeah.
Not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for.
What did you think? Quite a few bits and pieces, right? So I only grabbed 2 games from the CEX, both of which were completely random. First one was recommended by Get Retro when we were there. He said it's a good game to have on the PS3. The WWF fans out there, maybe you've played it. Legends of WrestleMania. Complete with the manual. £2.50. I mean, it could be complete dog shit, who knows. When the boys come down, if we can get enough PS3 control pads, I've got 2. Maybe we'll give it a go. I don't know. Get Retro, what do you reckon? Is any good? We'll see. Next up was a game, or a media that I don't typically buy games for that often. It has to be something really special. My collection is really small, and that is the PC. And the game, shout out to Dangerous in Battle, is Battle for Middle Earth on the PC CD-ROM. Again, this was pretty cheap, £6. Dangerous in Battle, his alias, let's say, said that this game is awesome. Lord of the Rings fans, you tell me. Lord of the Rings fans, let me know, what do you reckon? Is it any good? I haven't installed it yet. I'm not sure if I will, to be fair. I'll overlay some footage to show what it's like as normal, but the graphics on the back, it looks alright. You see, right when they're attacking Gondor, those giant elephants. I mean, it could be alright, I don't know. It looks like it's a strategy type game. Loads of armies and creatures and characters and stuff. Do you want to know the minimum requirements? 1.3 gigahertz processor. You need a minimum of 256 megabytes of RAM. You need a total space of 3.5 gig on your hard drive, and you should have at least a 32 megabyte video card. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Back in the day. PC games, I don't really collect them that much. I don't know if anybody else does, let me know. If there are any other classic heavy hitters. I need to get Age of Empires 2. I have the Star Wars version, Galactic Battlegrounds, but yeah, let's see. Next up we went to some little pawn shop in Wrexham, I think, and they didn't really have much, but the one thing that they did have which caught my eye was a steelbook for 007. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, ooh, what is this? Hopefully it's not Xbox, right? And no, it is Quantum of Solace on the PlayStation 3. Well, Daniel Craig in the game. Again, I mean, this is in really good condition. How much was it? £2? £2? I'm not gonna, anything like that, I don't care how much it's worth really, I'm just gonna buy it. And being 007 and being a steelbook at the same time, winner winner chicken dinner. So yeah, grab that from the pawn shop in Wrexham. Nice little pickup. And the next shop we went to is called Super Tomato. I hadn't really heard about this one before. Get Retro really wanted to go. I had a quick look and couldn't really tell much from online what the shop was like, so it was a bit of a surprise for me to see what it was like, and hopefully it will be for you too as well, so check it out. Super Tomato. Speaking of dangerous in battle, there he is. What a guy. And that's Gold Member, being Gold Member. You walk in, you see the Dreamcast kiosk. Straight into the back, there's Get Retro talking shit. Go back to the entrance. You've got this great displays. Game Boy. You see all the little bits and pieces dotted around. Huge selection, boxed and unboxed. Again, there's a lot of things here that you won't see very often. Got a boxed golden N64, nice. Nice little Pikachu Pokemon display. Do you see the little 2D blue in the back? Plenty of little toys for everybody to add to displays. You know, the WWF. Here's some of the boxed SNES goodies. Obviously that's usually where I'll go to first, right? Decent selection of uncommon SNES games, I guess. I could do with one of those Super Advantages. A lot more American games, which you don't usually see that often. Next to it in the cabinet, there's a white white GameCube. Plenty of Japanese selection. A few more bits and pieces. A lot of these things I didn't know what it is. There's a box full of just boxes and manuals. Again, I don't know what half of these stuff are. Hopefully it means something to you guys. Everybody loves a bit of Sega. Back to the toys. Master of the Universe, can't beat it. Value of them have just gone up and up and up. More Japanese goodies. Again, stuff you never see. Transformers galore. Still after a Mark 1 Megatron and Starscream. There's a Dreamcast kiosk. It wasn't turned on sadly, but there you go. Thundercats, Ghostbusters. A lot of these 80s toys were a little bit before my time, but still cool seeing everything collected and out together. Oh.
Ay, caramba!
Love the Japanese. Plenty of newer stuff as well, if that's your thing. A little bit of Wii U, Wii. None of this really floats my boat, to be honest, but if it's your thing. Some boxed Game Boy Color, nothing there that I was after. PS1 always looking nice on the shelf. Never seen that drum kit before for Guitar Hero. Must be Japanese only. PS2 just looks kind of bland on the wall, doesn't it? But there you go. Some more Japanese goodies in these cabinets. A white controller caught my eye as well. I thought that was quite nice. The GameCube. More little Japanese figures, anime, didn't recognise half of them. Dragon Ball Z, obviously a little bit of that. Ewok Village, Neon Genesis, that's pretty cool. If Japanese toys and figurines are your thing, definitely check it out, guys. I'm not into Xbox at all, you know, I've just put this in there for completeness. Although that big Mech Warrior control pad is pretty cool. Quite a selection of Atari and bits and pieces as well, don't see that often. Loose Star Wars classic Kenner figures. Again, if you're missing a few, the Jabba the Hutt is always pretty cool. And there, his piece de resistance, a SNES kiosk. How cool is that? Bit of a closer view into the games cabinet. Are there any of these cartoonies that you're after? Some cool titles there. I don't know if you saw Mega Man X2. Has very little value in the West because it's just Japanese. There's a close-up of that white GameCube. It is a limited edition Final Fantasy, I think. And there's a special edition DS also. Last but not least, I guess, there is some Mega Drive games. I had quite a few selection of cool magazines, and again more VHSs and guides and things. Just an all-round great range of bits and pieces. You'll definitely find something that you're after in there. And right on top of all the cabinets was this awesome display of boxes and big items. See the Beatles rock band there. Literally floor to ceiling crammed. And then above the archway is card-only classic Kenner Star Wars figures. A bit more of a closer look at the SNES games. I really was interested in the Link to the Past that he's got there, simply because of how clean it is, but we weren't agreeing on price. What did you guys make of that? It's pretty awesome, right? For such a small place, they had literally floor to high ceilings crammed, and we had a good conversation with the owner, I guess, and he was telling us how he got into it and how most of his stuff is literally direct from Japan. Him and his partner, I believe, regularly make trips backwards and forwards. It's right for some, right? Go to Tokyo and pick up the goodies. He told us some stories about, you know, there's a special edition GameCube which looked awesome. Loads of little figures, loads of random little toys, loads of stuff that you don't see. I need to get my pickups. Hold up. Preparation, whoops. So he had a box full, or a container, a little box filled with boxes and manuals that were just loose. He didn't really want to part with them, but essentially, well, every pound counts, right? He did us a deal, so I picked up first and foremost Pokemon Crystal manual. I think he did me this for £20, which may be a lot. It's got this crease in the front, but it's Pokemon Crystal. I picked up the Cart Loose, I think, for £40 a few weeks ago, if you guys remember that. So to get the manual now, so that takes me up to 60. So if I can get a box, the box is going to send me back, but if I can get a decent box, then yeah, I'll be with it. So yeah, glad to add that, again, part of the little mini collection missions that I give myself to make things interesting. Pokemon Crystal. Next up, I didn't actually realise until after I bought it that I don't have this game. I bought the box because it was super clean, and that is Super WrestleMania. See, it's very clean, yeah, extremely sharp, in great condition this. So I was like, well, if I have, for what it is, I'll have it. and yep, it did come complete with manual. I picked it up a while ago now, so yeah, it's got the instruction manual, Hulkmania. Yeah, very clean box. It's quite a common game, I think, but I realised afterwards I don't have it. I've got Raw, I've got the arcade game. Is there another one? And I've got Royal Rumble up on the shelf, but I don't have Super WrestleMania. This one I think is the cheapest one. I mean, he gave me for a tenner, £10. Really good box with the manual. Look at this, it's got this cool little sticker on the back from where the guys got it from. Games Master. Do you remember Games Master? Yeah, Games Master. This game belongs to Mark Vaughan. Mark Vaughan, shout out to you. Nice one, bro. Kept this in good condition. Yeah, I think I'll track down a cart for this dead easy. I think it'll probably be a £5 flex. So yeah, that'll be a nice one to finish. As we were walking out, you know when sometimes something just catches your eye and it's like, what's going on there, bro? And you can't believe that you didn't see it before. Like, how did you miss this? It's a bit crazy. And one thing led to another. I asked the owner to get it out for me. I'll cut to the footage afterwards. I asked the owner to get it out for me. He took it out. It was in okay condition. It's massive. We managed to get it in the car somehow, but I just had to have it. You guys will know from the pickups that I've had recently that I'm into this sort of thing, and it's going to be a bit of a mission to show, so bear with me while I set it up. After about 10 dodgy attempts, got a decent angle where you can see everything. So it is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time on the 3DS standee. I've got the game as well. You can see, guys, it's huge. It's like 4 feet tall. Overall in pretty good condition, yeah. The top of the Master Sword unfortunately is missing there. Looks like there was something that was stuck in there which is also missing. Up here a little bit where the Master Sword is, not sure if you see it, that's bent and they've tried to repair it. The actual cardboard itself, it's starting to show, you know, wear and tear from being laid out and stuff. The fold mark, this is where there's a fold, and that's obviously clearly evident that that is there. So all in all, it's in okay condition. The dude said that if it was in, you know, pucker condition, it would be worth 150-ish, which sounds about right, yeah, for something like this, the Giant's Out link. He said basically make him an offer, and I said, because he said 150, I think, I went in at 50 quid and he accepted it straight away. So I was really happy with that. The boys decided to take the piss, good and proper, but I didn't care. Screw them. I think it's awesome, and I'm happy to add it to the collection. I just need to figure out somewhere to put it because it's so big. You really want to, you know, try and show it in all of its glory, right? At the same time, I don't really want to get it damaged, so I don't know. I'll have a think whether it goes on display or whether I somehow pack it away somewhere nicely, safe for use later on when I can figure out exactly where I want to put it. So yeah, classic pickup. I think it doesn't get much better than this. If you guys haven't played Ocarina of Time, the 3DS version is well worth playing. The graphics are a little bit better than the N64. Obviously the GameCube port. You get the 3D effect, it's well worth it. And then while you're at it, check out A Link Between Worlds, which is like a reimagining of, in my opinion, the best Zelda game, Link to the Past. Controversial. But yeah, this A Link Between Worlds is excellent. I think I got really close to finishing it, but I never finished it, so I had to finish it off. But either way, both games on the 3DS were worth playing. Yes, and so yeah, that's basically what we saw from the two shops from part 2. thought I'll leave you with a little bit of a parting gift. One of a long-time fan of the channel, Dangerous in Battle, decided that he would, you know, pay homage to the quality comments that we get on the channel. So thanks everybody for liking, subscribing and commenting. I'll leave you with Dangerous in Battle.